young guys played great tonight.
They played great.
Yes,
they played great.
We're digging in. But Simmons tonight, Matt, was just remarkable. And I think that for people who have not watched him play a ton yet, they're going to get a chance to. And when you do, the one thing that you've got to really take notice of is the complete control that Ben Simmons plays with as a guy who's playing in his first year.
Right.
And it'll be interesting to see as the season goes on how much Ben talks about being on the bench last year, being around the game, being in practice, thinking about what it is that he was going to be capable of doing once he stepped on the floor. But in these first 3 games, and especially tonight, he was dictating so many things on the floor, Matt, and seeing things develop and happen at a pace that was just fantastic. And making reads for guys completely under control. You mentioned it. He's a little bit right now like what we're seeing out of Giannis in terms of not forcing shots that maybe you can't make.
Sure.
8 of 11 tonight, no threes.
Right.
Getting into the lane, creating some sort of motion within the offensive sets to set up opportunities where he differentiates himself. Obviously, his incredible passing skills. But the control that Ben Simmons plays with, for a guy that just played his 4th NBA game, incredible.
Talk to me a little bit about defending him and how much his size and his ability to dictate what's happening on the floor screws up everybody else defensively. You're 6'7". Ben Simmons is 6'10", out there running point.
I think the thing that will start to rear its head for what it is that coaches are trying to game plan against with Ben Simmons, Matt, is that size allows Ben to still make the kind of plays he wants to make basically anywhere on the floor. He's going to be playing the small forward position, and he has centers. Obviously, if there's a switch in those sort of scenarios, he can make that center come out and make penetrating plays to get to the middle. But when he's playing against guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and 6'8", that's not a deterrent for where it is that Ben Simmons can go. And more importantly, Matt, what it is that Ben Simmons can see over the top. And that's really where he's making those reads and making plays happen. So probably great relief for Brett Brown. Lots of talk about Philly being a team that could potentially make the playoffs this year. 0-3 start, lots of new pieces. But to go on the road, to have Ben Simmons play this way, to have Embiid make the massive impact against Drummond in this game, and to say in the locker room, all right, guys, that's one behind us. Let's get on to the next.